Our societies have been facing many changes and challenges related to things such as climate change, social development, income inequality, and many, many more. With regards to climate change, the world is experiencing unprecedented changes in the climate, leading to extreme weather patterns, rising sea levels, and the loss of biodiversity. Furthermore, social development remains a challenge in many countries. There are still many people without access to primary needs of life, such as quality healthcare and education. This inaccessibility can be due to different factors, such as poverty, discrimination, or the lack of proper facilities altogether. Also, with regards to income inequality, there is a widening gap between the rich and the poor, which has resulted in social unrest and political instability in many countries. Moreover, income inequality between the sexes is still prevalent. In this sense, good governance is essential to promote adequate development and conditions necessary for the well-being of all, in the present as well as for future generations.
But what is good governance exactly, and how can it help to solve these challenges? Good governance refers to the way in which public institutions and other organizations such as private or social entities are managed and directed. It involves principles such as accountability, transparency, fairness, and responsiveness, and it seeks to ensure that resources are allocated efficiently and that decisions are made in the best interest of the community. Good governance is important for a number of reasons. First and foremost, it helps to ensure that public resources are used effectively and efficiently, which can lead to better outcomes for everyone. Additionally, good governance helps to build trust between people and organizations, and it can contribute to social and economic stability over the long term.
Public institutions have a lot of responsibility and influence when it comes to the well-being of the people in their respective communities. Examples of good governance in public institutions might include things like clear and transparent decision-making processes, strong anti-corruption measures, effective oversight mechanisms, and regular reporting on progress and outcomes. On the contrary, without good governance, bureaucracy can turn into a maze that is nearly impossible to navigate. For example, if you want to open up a shop or any other type of business, the process of getting the necessary permits can take months, even years. This means you have to wait, and while you wait, you are not earning any income. However, with good governance, the application process can be fast and easy, allowing you to start working and start earning your money. Adequate management of these processes is imperative in realizing a society that is both efficient and future-proof.
Bad governance, on the other hand, can have devastating consequences. The 2008 financial crisis is a very large but prime example of bad governance, and its effects were extremely impactful and widespread. In Europe, the situation got worse because of the lack of coordination and cooperation among European governments and financial institutions. This led to a patchwork of measures that were not always effective in addressing the root causes of the crisis or preventing its spread.
You may ask, but what can I, as a civilian, do? Well, civilians have a substantial and important role in ensuring the existence and effectiveness of good governance. There are several ways in which people can exude their influence. One of these ways is to engage directly with the people responsible for good governance. You, as a civilian, can make your voice be heard. The best way to do this is to write an official letter, for example, to a politician or a director of an organization. It is vital for the success of your message that it is taken seriously by the recipient. For this, the letter needs to adhere to certain rules.
Your message becomes even more forceful if it's backed by a large number of people. Many institutions offer possibilities to submit collective actions. For example, citizens of the European Union can launch a European Citizen Initiative. To do this, it's necessary to collect 1 million signatures from a minimum of 7 EU countries. Another good practice is to hold relational meetings. They are face-to-face, and this type of interaction creates a stronger and more intimate relationship. It's important that your relational meeting is properly structured. That means containing the time frame no longer than about half an hour, following the 70-30 rule, which means 70% listening and 30% talking, asking open-ended questions, mostly starting with why, and meeting in a neutral and comfortable environment.
There are also good governance practices that you can implement in your own life on a daily basis to make your world and the world surrounding you that much better. You can have good governance in your life. You are on a journey of personal growth, constantly reflecting on your experiences and striving towards self-improvement. Guided by a strong sense of ethics, you have crafted a beautiful personal life plan with meaningful goals that give you a sense of purpose and direction. Despite the challenges that come your way, you remain resilient, taking the time to manage stress and nourish your passions. Your dedication to personal development and authenticity inspires those around you, and you are truly a shining example of what it means to live a fulfilling life.